peace of mind you provide. The stars have behind. Do you play up your obsessions? Do you play on my transgressions? But if I find you're lying, then we're dying. What you saying, what you saying, what you saying to me? Don't be playing, baby, baby, please. If you leave me, I might die. I just can't see you with another guy. Yeah, so that's that. Today, as you can tell, we're playing a song called Sweet by Daniel Caesar. Sorry about my voice. I'm very blocked right now, hay fever, and I just woke up. But yeah, this is the Instagram Live version. I know there's a studio-ish version that's been released, kind of thing. It's a lot cleaner, but this is the Instagram Live version. You can search it up. That's how I like the chords. I just kind of looked at what bro was doing. But yeah, so let's get into it. There's kind of really only there's one main progression throughout the whole song. It's played differently the first time, but then it's majorly the same throughout the rest of the song, apart from Daniel just doing adding artistic flair, extra hammer-ons and changing the strumming pattern. But we'll focus on a kind of general pattern to follow. And there's also a bridge, I want to say, and it's really short. So I really only say there's one main section to this song. The bridge also isn't present in the studio version, so it's kind of a bonus. But yeah, let's get into it. So first chord you want to start with is a G flat minor 7. So to play the G flat minor 7, there's many different. There's normally 3 kind of main ways people play minor 7 chords. So you kind of have this looking way, this way, and this way. But this song, I would suggest you play the minor 7 chord with your hands like this. So what you want to do is you want to have your thumb on the 2nd fret, low E string, and then you want your index finger barring all the other strings apart from the A string. So your index finger bars the D, the G, the B, and the E string, right? And then your thumb just comes around the top and you squeeze, and that's your G flat minor 7, right? Yeah. So that's your G flat minor 7. And then after your G flat minor 7, we go into a that is a B minor 7. Actually, sorry, let me go through the strumming pattern. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. G flat minor 7, right? So with the G flat minor 7, or with most of the chords in this song, in the main section of the song, we're going to strum like this. Right? And so that's why we definitely do this on the G flat minor 7. And what we do is we go down, down, up. That's the first part. Down, down, down. Right? Right? But after we do the down, down, up, what we do is we get any of our fingers. I use my index finger for plucking, and we pluck the low E string, the D string, and then the rest of the strings. So boom, boom. Also, don't even worry about like hitting other strings. It kind of sounds nice messy. I don't know, in the intro, I think I probably fucked up like one of the hammer-ons, but it low-key sounds kind of nice when it's messy, so don't even worry about it. But yeah, E, D, right? So what those two parts of the strumming pattern sound like is down, down, up, E, D, right? Down, down, up, E, D, rest of the strings. Right? And then, for the final part of the strumming pattern, it's just a down, up, down, up, right? So it's down, down, up, E, D, rest of the strings, and then down, up. I didn't do it, but watch. Think of that, right? So, right? So yeah, that's the strumming pattern for our first chord. I'm thinking whether to mention hammer-ons now, because I don't want it to get too complicated. But there is a hammer-on that he does consistent. There are a few that he does consistently throughout the song, so I'm actually going to put them in this section. There's an additional one that I'll leave for now, because I'm just doing the main kind of body of the song. So yeah, it's dum, so it's whole foot. So it's down, down, up, boom, boom. And then what we do is we oh my god, English. We swap to this chord, which I think is like it's not an actual chord. It's missing like a third or something. I forgot the name of it. It's like a minor 7 without the middle finger. I don't believe it's a normal chord name. So I'm not even gonna try and guess. I'll just put it on the screen. But how we play this chord is you bar the 2nd fret, A string downwards, and you get your ring finger and you put it on the 4th fret, D string. Yeah. Now, this is important. So let me just check something. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is important. There's a hammer-on during this chord, during the strumming pattern, and like I said, I think hammer-ons are like cool additional flair, but he does it throughout the entire song. So I'm gonna put it in the main body because I think it's an important part of the how it's played. So what we do is we have our chord that we just had, whatever the flip is called, and we're gonna do the same pattern: down, down, up, down, do, right? Down, down, up, E, D, rest of the chord down, up, right? But when we do our down, down, up, on that 2nd down, you're going to do a hammer-on with your middle finger onto the B string of the 3rd fret. So it's going to sound like this. It's really subtle. Let me play it slower. You hear that? But it's a nice addition that he does throughout the whole song. So the whole strumming pattern is the same. It's still down, down, up, boom, boom. Same strumming pattern, just at the beginning, when you do that 2nd downstroke, you hammer on. Cool? So together that sounds like this. Kind of fucked that up. Yeah, sorry. Right? Now, our next chord. Again, I have no clue of the name. I'm just copying both fingers. I don't know the name. I don't know. I'm the interpreter, bro. I made this song. I don't know the name. We're gonna slide our fingers down to the 7th fret. Gonna bar the 7th fret from the D string downwards, right? You're going to buy the 7th fret from the D string downwards. You're going to get your ring finger and put it on the A string of the 9th fret. So you get this kind of chord. I can't even, oh my God. I can't even play it without doing a hammer on. Oh my God. Right, anyways, you get this chord here. No clue what it's called. Now, there's also a hammer on here. So what we do is, right, cool. So we come to this chord, we strum it once, hammer on. Yeah, this one's kind of, how am I going to go about explaining this? Oh my God. But yeah, okay. Composure. So there's a little hammer on pattern that I'm going to show you. We're just going to lock in on this middle finger for now, because doing it all together is confusing. So what we do is we have our B string, and what we're going to do is we're going to play it open. We're going to put our middle finger down onto the 8th fret B string. We're going to pluck again. We're going to then remove our middle finger again and pluck again. And then we're going to play the G string above it. So that's open, on, open, G string. Oh, sorry. Open, on, open, G string. Right? So it's like, right? Cool. Do. Right? Cool. So that's the hammer on. Hopefully that's understandable. I'm gonna do it one more time just to make sure. So it's, you got your B string, right? Your middle finger is chilling, it's flying. Cool. You're gonna pluck, open. You're gonna hammer on, pluck again. You're gonna hammer off, pluck again, and then you're gonna pluck the G string, the string above the B string. So, cool. Again, if it sounds messy, don't even worry about it, that's fine. Like, you know, as you practice, it will get better. And also, it still sounds great even when it's messy, which I love. So yeah, that was the hammer-on technique. So now, what we do is, we kind of blend this hammer-on, hammer-off technique into the chord. So instead of starting by playing open, like I said, in the way we did do, or what was it? Do. What we actually do is, instead of playing the first pluck open on the B string, we strum the entire chord. So instead of, let me show you, because I'm explaining it awfully. Instead of going open, hammer, open, G, what we do is we do chord, hammer, chord, hammer, open, G, right? So it's like, instead of us just focusing on playing the specific string, we first strum. So instead of do, we get something that sounds like do, right? Cool. So I'm gonna show you that real slow. You ready? Watch this. So we've got a chord, we go. Strum, open, hammer off, G, right? Cool. That is part of that chord, right? This is this is techie. This is not easy. But there's a second part. There's a bit more you have to do, because the whole thing sounds like this. But thankfully, if you've got that main bit that I just showed you down, it's literally minor addition. So we do our technique, we do our strum, hammer on, hammer off, G. Then what you want to do is, after that sequence, you pluck the A string, and then you strum the rest of the chords. So it's, so you do our initial sequence and you add down after. So watch this. Do, that, right? That is what you do. And yeah, it's kind of techie and funky and weird, but that is what you do. You go, I'll flip. Cool? Hopefully I explained that well, or well enough for you guys to do it yourself, right? It may take some time. Then, after this chord, actually, I'll just show you a run through of the 3 chords so you remember. It's been a while. We focus on that chord quite a bit, so it sounds like this. Flip. Right? Cool. See that? So I'll do it one more time because I messed up. There we go. Right? And then our final chord, we come to a it's like, actually, sorry, before I continue, this chord right here, I'm just gonna add my 2 cents because why not? No, never mind. I was thinking about a different chord. Sorry. Anyways, this chord here is like an A minor, and then you've got like a G flat in the bass, which is also just like an A sharp. So it's like an A minor with an A sharp in the bass, or a G flat in the bass, whatever you want to call it. So what you do is, if you don't know how to play an A minor chord, put your pointer finger on the B string of the 1st fret, middle finger on the D string of the 2nd fret, your ring finger on the G string of the 2nd fret. So sorry, yeah, middle finger on the D string, ring on the G, right? And that's for A minor 7, playing from the A string down. It might actually be in, okay, what I've been doing is I've been like putting my thumb onto the 2nd fret, the E string, and playing it like. But low key, it might just be an A minor 7. I mean, an A minor chord. Wait. I don't know which one sounds better. Low key, I'm thinking A minor might be right. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's up to you guys to experiment with which one you think sounds better. I've been putting my thumb on top, and I did it in the intro, so I'm gonna continue. And again, same pattern, right? The main pattern that we use for the G flat minor 7 and the this chord right here, which actually was turned into a B minor 7, but it's some sort of B chord. But yeah, so what we do is we go down, down, not E, D, rest of the chord down, right? Rest of the string, sorry. But yeah, that's it. That's the main progression of the song. So I'm gonna go through it, the entire thing slowly. So it's, oh sorry. Messed up over here, but it's fine. You guys get the gist. That's the 4 chords. That's how they're played throughout most of the song, bar the first bit of the song. So as we've just gone through that progression, I might as well show you that before we hop into the bridge. So at the beginning of the song, also at the beginning of the tutorial, if you see, I did a hammer on for this G flat minor 7. So instead of just playing it as, what Daniel Caesar does is he does a hammer onto with his middle finger onto the B string of the 3rd fret. So it's like, that sounded awful. Let me see if I can go slower. That was awful. Just bear with me. You can see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm trying to do, even if I'm failing. But yeah, so it's, you go, right? So all you do is you play the exact same strumming pattern that we've been doing, but at the point where we so after we've done our down, down, or at this point here where we start doing the E, D, rest of the chords, right? I mean rest of the strings, E, D, rest of the strings. When you play the rest of the strings, you want to do a hammer on, so it's like, oh, sorry, and then you strum afterwards, so it's like, there we go, cool. Hammer on, hammer off, yeah? I can't explain to you how to do a hammer on because I don't even know how to do it myself. But just basically you want to kind of just like give it a little love tap, give the B string a little tap off, tap in, tap off, you know, tap up, just like one of those ones. Enough power to make it actually like come out. And practice that. Like I'm still so shit at them, so yeah. But that's kind of how it all is. So at the start, instead of playing the G flat minor 7, normally he does a hammer on, and then for this chord here, which goes into the B minor 7, he does a hammer on a bit later, so he does it at the same time when he does a G flat minor 7 hammer on. So instead of on the second downstroke, how we did it before when we were doing the it's this chord, sorry. When we were doing the down, hammer on, instead of hammering on that early, we wait until we do that doom, 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 the E, D, rest of the chords, and when we play the rest of the chords, that's when we do the hammer on. So it's like this. That's the only difference, it's just a bit later. This chord is the same. And then with this A minor, he actually does a hammer on. I actually don't know what it is though. Like, I can't see his hand properly in the video. I'm assuming it's something to do with his pinky. Sorry. Editor's cut, and I'm so gassed because I just figured out what the little shits he does with his fingers for this is. It's not actually the pinky. It's nothing like that. It's all with the index finger. So watch, I'll play it for you now. I'll go from the start kind of. I'll show you, I'll play it all through. So it's right, cool, you saw that? So yeah, finally that worked out. But basically, what you do is you have your A minor, and I do prefer A minor to whatever that is. Actually, it's whatever. Anyways, you got your A minor. Let's focus on this right now. And with your index finger, what you do is I'm gonna break it down really quick. I'm gonna break down just the index finger. So we're gonna focus on that right now. So you're gonna do your index finger is you're gonna play the B string for the first fret. So you play the B string of the first fret, and then you're gonna move your index finger down to the E string, the high string of the first fret, and you're gonna pluck that. Then you're gonna release your finger and pluck the open high E string. And then you're gonna put your index finger back on the B string of the first fret and pluck that. So it's B string, E string, open, B string. So B string, E string, open, B string, right? That's what you do. So fast it's like, right? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Cool? That's cool. Now, again, we're not going to start by playing just the B string, as I just showed you. We're not going to start by going do, do. We're not going to start do, 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 do. Instead of starting with the B string, we're going to strum, right? So it's like, we play the whole chord, so it's like, you see that? But yes, we strum. Index finger comes to the high E string, pluck, open, pluck, and back on the B string. Right? So what I like to do is, yeah, we strum for the B string. So we strum when it's on the B string, and then we pluck just the E string when we move our index finger down. Release, pluck, put your finger back on the B string and play the entire chord. So it looks like this. Cool? Sorry, quick interval, editor's cut. But anyways, that's how he plays it the first time, with the hammer on the G flat minor 7. Also, he also does a different strumming pattern the very first time. And all he does is instead of doing down, down, up, he just does the E, D, rest of the strings twice. So it's, and connecting them with an upstroke in between. So, dum, 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 dum. Right, so. See? Something like that, right? Cool. Finally, we can move on to the bridge section. This video is getting long, 24 minutes. I'm so sorry. But this is not like the easiest. This wasn't the easiest song, you know. There's a lot of artistic flair in this one. Anyways, the bridge section. Okay, sorry. One more disclaimer. I'm gonna make it as quick as possible. Basically, there's a bridge section in Instagram Live version, which is what I'm about to show you, but there's also a bridge in the studio version, and they're the exact same chords in the exact same way, just different lyrics. So if you thought I missed it, I didn't. It's all included, it's covered, it's the same chords, and it goes something like this, just so you know. I'm gonna say the lyrics so you know what part of the song I'm talking about. It goes like this. Raise my heart to say, love it always fades away. Baby, I'm jealous, I'm jealous, I'm jealous. Can't you tell it, can't you tell it, can't you tell it? Cool, bet. It goes like something like, do you play up your obsessions? Do you play on my transgressions? But if I find you're lying, then we're dying. Right, okay? That is it. So I'll show you that now. We start again with our G flat minor 7 and we just strum it. Cool? Then we go back to our A minor 7. I mean our A minor, we just strum it. Just strum it for a full count. Now we go to a B flat major 7. So what you want to do is bar the first fret, A string downwards, get your middle finger and put it on the G string of the 2nd fret, get your ring finger, put it on the D string of the 3rd fret, and get your pinky and put it on the B string of the 3rd fret. B flat major 7, and we just strum it out. And then our next chord is, it's kind of like a major chord with like something in the bass. So it's literally like a major chord, but then you put your middle finger onto the low E string. So you get something in the bass, right? So this is like a B flat major with a G flat in the bass. So and it's quite easy to swap from the B flat major 7 to it, because all you kind of do is you have the B flat major 7, you flatten your ring finger, take off your middle finger, take off your pinky, and just put your middle finger back on, because you're already barring the 1st fret as well. So that's it. So I'm gonna play that bit one more time, and then after that you just go into the chorus, the what you saying, what you saying, what you saying to me. So it looks like this. Do you play up your obsessions? Do you play on my transgressions? But if I find you're lying, we're dying. What you saying, what you saying, what you saying to me? Don't be playing, baby. You get it. And then that's, for the chorus, it's the same main pattern that we did at the beginning, the same thing we did at the start, you know. But yeah, and then I didn't talk about the transition from the bridge to the chorus. So when you play that kind of majory looking chord, I kind of do a I just do a few down strokes. It does a few up strokes. It really doesn't matter. I just do like a down, 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 or something like that to transition into your G flat minor 7. So like watch. Down, 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 up. You see? But yeah, that is the entirety of the song. Finally concluded. 28 minutes. It's flipping long. I apologize. But I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Any suggestions for any songs, any feedback, anything, let me know. But yeah, for now, have a nice day.